Yeah, apologies, Nish. I failed. I failed your recipe and didn't think that would be possible, but there you go. But Stephen, before we begin and talking about our usual meandering down the paths that we go down, there's something that you want to share with us about eco trees.
Yeah, I do. I spotted a couple of weeks ago a fantastic young gentleman from the from the east of the county, young lad Henry Mellin, who's doing his bit to raise awareness of a disease that not many people will be aware of. Lyme disease. Lyme disease you can get from tick bites, and one of his friends from the young farmers has suffered really badly over 12 months with the effects of this. And for the last couple of years, Henry has been turning pallets into Christmas trees. And I saw it on Facebook. I thought, I've got to go and have a chat to him. I got in touch with his mum, said, yeah, come on down, have a look. And young Henry is giving a percentage of each of these trees. He's 12-year-old. Him and his mate are making these trees, and they're giving 20% to the Lyme disease, but also raising awareness through things like this and us chatting about it. And, you know, I urge you to go on, there's a Facebook page, there's websites for Lyme Disease UK, and just have a look. Because if you're a dog walker, if you love the countryside, if you get out and about, you know, it's important that you know about this and what to do if you see the symptoms.
Well, I can't wait to listen to this. Here's your interview.
Now, I've come to a farm in the middle of the hills for a very heartwarming Christmas story. I've got Kay Mellin with me, and Kay, well, I can hear someone busy in there. It's not one of Santa's little helpers, is it?
No, it's not. That's my son Henry, who's been very, very busy these last few weeks making Christmas trees out of recycled pallets.
And why is he doing that?
Well, it keeps him busy for one. The feed companies won't take the pallets back, so we were stuck with a lot. So 3 years ago, I decided to make pallets for charity because he'd lost his reception class teacher to cancer. So he raised quite a lot of money for Pendleside Hospice. And this year, he's chosen Lyme Disease UK as his charity. So, because his friend at Young Farmers has got Lyme disease. So, yeah, he's sold quite a lot this year. He sold 30 last year and he's already at 124 this year. So he's done really well.
I don't like stopping him, but come on, let's go into the workshop and see what we can do. Oh, it's busy away in the workshop. My goodness, there's a number of pallets turned into Christmas trees all around us. Henry, your mum's been telling us how your orders are up this year.
Yeah.
Over 100, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, 124.
Right, so you're on the radio. Describe to me these Christmas trees that you're making. What do they look like? What are they made out of?
Well, I live in a farm, so we get them from where we get our food from, and then my cousin, Darren, he cuts them down, and then I take the excess boards off and make them into gates and sell them to my dad.
Okay, so you've got a right little hustle coming on here. I like this. You're making two products. So they're made out of a pallet, and your cousin Darren cuts them, because how old are you?
12.
Okay, so probably not old enough to be using a chainsaw. He's cutting them down. And then you were sanding them up then, is that right?
Yeah, me and my friend Spencer, we sand them down.
And is this Spencer here?
Yeah, that's Spencer.
And Spencer, how many hours are you working along with Henry? Are you doing every night?
Well, basically every night.
Yeah, is that right? Basically every night. You do look happy. Are you enjoying this job?
Yeah.
All right. Is he paying you?
Yeah.
All right. So you're not only making money for charity and then selling stuff back to your dad out farm, but you've got employees as well.
Yeah.
I like the idea of that. So just how far have you been selling these pallets to? So we're on the last farm in Lancashire before we get into Yorkshire, near Laneshire Bridge, is that right? Yeah. How far have they been going, these Christmas trees?
Well, my cousin took 3 up to Scotland, and my mum's auntie took 2 down to Wales.
All right, so they're international, Scotland and Wales, and you're raising money for a charity that's close to your heart.
Yeah, Lyme Disease UK, 20% of each tree goes to Lyme disease.
And what do we know about Lyme disease?
Well, my friend Dan from Young Farmers, he got bitten by a tick, and it can make you bad.
All right, so he's not been so well. We've got Dan with us here. Dan, come and tell us a little bit about what you think about what Henry's doing. Not just raising money for Lyme disease, but also he's raising awareness.
Yeah, he's a young lad, and he's a lot of folk should look up to him really for his age. And like I say, I've got diagnosed with Lyme disease last summer. And Henry's seen how we've suffered at home and how ill and bad this disease can make you. And he's absolute credit to himself and what he's doing for raising awareness, like you say, and trying to help these other folk that are suffering. And like I say, we're right proud of him.
Well, that's lovely to hear. Thanks for that, Dan. Henry, you've orders in for over 130. There's only a week and a half to go till Christmas. Are you going to get them all done in time?
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And have you put? Is there a lot of things on your list for Christmas? Is it a new sander, maybe a new bench, or a lot more pallets for next year?
Yeah, a load of pallets and a new bench.
A load of pallet. Well done indeed. Back to Kay Mum. If people want to get one of these, if they want to say, how do they find out more?
There's a Facebook page called Henry's Eco Trees. The last few are remaining. So if anyone wants to know, just find us on there.
You must be tremendously proud.
Extremely proud of him, yeah. Well, all of them really. They've all worked really, really hard. Tried to fit schoolwork in amongst.
Try to fit. Is it better than schoolwork, sanding, making trees?
Definitely.
There you go. We like that. And I believe you've been milking today. Is that right?
Yeah, I help out at a couple of farms that my dad knows. So
you do a bit of all sorts.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Merry Christmas, indeed, to everybody here. In particular, Henry making these. What a heartwarming Christmas tale there. A young couple of lads in the shed, in the farm, making a bit of a difference, and all for the right reasons.